Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, hey, hey. Oh, it's a shaking. It's a shaking. Hey JoJo. I am just peachy. Hey Lisa. I'm just peachy. Just peachy. All right, y'all. So, where is Shannon? I need Shannon. I'm gonna go get Shannon. Okay. I did too, but I don't know if she knows. Well, we're gonna address some. Yes, I did. It was crazy. It was crazy, but I think we made some progress last night. Oh, I don't drink coffee, but I've drank a whole bunch of Dr. Pepper today. Me too. Me too. So I want to get Shannon in the box because Shannon and I had a conversation today. And I noticed this last night in my live, but I didn't say nothing. But she brought a concern to my attention, and I've noticed it myself, and I just kind of let it go. But I did get some screenshots today, and they're a little bit disturbing. So if you are a fan of Dana, I need you to please exit because this is going to be awareness on her. Because this lady has probably went way overboard with it, and Shannon is my friend, and I'm going to defend her. And I've even asked her the hard questions. Have you posted any videos? Have you said anything about her? Have you, held alive about her? Have you done anything? And she has told me that she has not since my last live when we were talking about this lady. So last night in my live, Mikey came in under 257 accounts, and I have no issue whatsoever with him. But the entire time, Dana was saying some vile and disgusting shit in the chat. Now, the other day when I was live, she was doing the same thing. Shannon had made an agreement that she was not going to speak on any of them. She was not speaking on Not the One. She was not going to speak on Dana. She was not going to speak on Skittles. Now, personally, I don't know Dana, and I don't know Skittles. But I'm hoping we can reach some kind of common ground to where this woman will take these videos down of Shannon and knock off the bullshit. I mean, Shannon has apologized. She has held her word. She has done everything that she said that was going to do, and this lady has not. So I'll be more than happy to, if somebody wants to share it to this lady, I'll be happy to hear her side as well. But nobody's going to get sideways. Nobody's going to act a fool. We're not going to be yelling and screaming. We're not going to be doing any of that. Well, now. And this is between, what did you say? Right. This is between Dana and Shannon, and I'm just trying to be the peacemaker here. So Let me send her a message. Okay. Emily, thanks, baby. Yeah, Moonflower was even in on that. She kept accusing Moonflower. Moonflower was like, "What in the hell are you talking about?" Like, I don't know. I didn't get a text, baby. What are you talking about? No, we're not going to count how many times.
Hey, Steph, do you want them to share it with Skittles too, or just Dana Dana?
I don't care. You can share it with the both of them. Okay, that's fine. I just want to try to find a yes. I am okay with that, Emily. I'm super okay with that. I just want to find a common ground to see if this could be stopped. Because I mean, let's be real, y'all. We're adults here. Can we please just act like adults, please? So, oh, hold on. Okay, let me turn it down. Hold on. Y'all know this little husband of mine is deaf. Y'all know that. I don't either. Oh, let me see. I'm just really waiting on Shannon. Oh, I told her I was going live. Not sure why she's just not coming on over. Okay, all right, I got you, Andy. Ray Ray, hey, sweet girl. How are you, honey? I'm looking to see why Bree would even be blocked. That makes no sense to me. Let's see. Bree. Um, I don't even see her on my block list. There you go. Here she is, finally.
Sorry, I was doing a video call with Pam. She's showing me her new grandbaby.
Oh, okay, hold on just 1 second, y'all. Hold on.
Hi, Violet.
Okay, I'm back. Let's get started.
Let's get this fucking party started. Let's go.
Okay, so Shannon, what I was telling them that before you came in is we're going to speak on Dana Dana and spread some awareness because she's been a true life bully and her behavior is not acceptable. And um, I have questioned you. Have you asked me or have I asked you if you have talked on this lady? You have told me no. You have told me that you have not spoke on not the one. You have not spoke on anybody. You have talked about, just you just wanted all the fuckery to go away.
Yep, especially with them. Absolutely.
And I've asked her the hard questions, y'all. Are you sure? No, I have not.
And I've
You
sent Stephanie everything. Stephanie's seen it all.
So I think it all started with when not the one, and I have to say, not the one has held his end of the bargain. He has
Absolutely.
not. He has not spoke on Shannon. Shannon
Yep.
has not spoke on him. Everything has been fine. Now he's went after Mallory or whatever, but right now we're speaking on his mods because it's making it very toxic.
Yep.
So trigger warning, I am going to speak on something very personal. So if you're affected by, attempts and things like that, I need to exit, please. So I am going to give a trigger warning. Shannon did attempt back, when was it, Shannon?
October.
Back in October. And since that has happened, they have not let it go.
No,
And
matter of fact, Dana has done everything in her power to mock it. She has made videos of it. She has gotten into the box in Smashley's live, taunting me, taunting the situation. She basically said I was a fraud. She keeps asking me for proof. This has been going on for months and months. And it's not only just that. She will go into chats and she will make it a mission to mention my name. Every time she does get into a box, she will literally talk from A to Z about everything. And have I been upset and have I, poked at Dana at times? Yes, but not to the extent that she has me. Okay. And I have seen, and like I said, I sent Stephanie everything. And we're talking about screenshots of her in the chats. We're talking about screenshots in comments on videos. It's nonstop. She went into Jana's live the other day and was taunting me in Jana's live. Also, Skittles as well. Not Florida Man Skittles, but not the one Skittles as well. And I heard Queen E tell me that Dana was a good person and that she spoke of God and she was a God-fearing woman. And at 54 years old, her doing what she continues to want to do, which it's to taunt and it's to further harass and it's to further keep it going. It's because she doesn't want it to stop. There's a new post about her calling me bedpan, telling me to shut the F up, taunting me in the chat, telling me she wants me to speak on that certain individual. All of it. And she won't stop. And every time she gets in a box, her mission is to run her mouth on me.
And Shannon, you've taken down all of the videos, right?
Absolutely, all of them. And I haven't even had one of Dana up in a minute. I've taken all of them down. Now she has currently put her page on private, but all basically pretty much all her videos are of me. Actually, the picture of me while I'm in the hospital, she is actually trying to tell everybody that the picture is a curtain in my home, which it is not. But it's not even about It's about her bullying the absolute fuck out of me, and it's about her taunting my attempts. And now we just had this conversation last night, right? When Ratina and Monster were up here, and they were speaking on the things that were done and said to them. Well, why is it okay for Dana to do it to me?
Well, that's what I was going to get to. I think we made a little common ground last night, and we
Yeah.
broke through some of the nonsense, and I'm so glad for that. Somebody just said she can't get in. I don't have her blocked. I do not have her blocked. She can come in the live, but don't block anybody unless they are coming in with some hateful and vile, disgusting shit. Because I would like for everybody to hear, this live. I'm going to show some screenshots, and I'm going to show some other stuff, and she is more than welcome to come in and have a peaceful conversation. But we're not going to be calling anybody any names. We're not going to be acting out of character, because you will be dropped and blocked immediately, because I am not having it.
And I just want to show y'all this a picture that's in my box. Is on her page.
So on my live, I did say, Shannon, can you agree not to speak on them? They're not going to speak on you, and everybody just going about their business. And then if somebody breaks that promise, game fucking on. I did say that. But this has gotten to the point where it's disturbing. So if you want the attention, we'll give it to you, but it's not the attention that you're going to want. It's ridiculous that we even have to have these kinds of conversations, because if you simply don't like somebody, block them and go on. There's no reason to do all this stupid shit.
Right. But I'm just talking about the double standards once again.
Right.
And we all saw how hurt, right, that Ratina and Monster were. And everybody was upset about that, and there was an uproar about that situation. But yet Dana has been doing this to me since October. And she has gotten in boxes, and she has spoken on it multiple times. She has requested my medical records. She has requested that I show proof that I was at a mental health hospital.
Why are we doing that?
Yeah, it's she's been doing it. It's all because it's hatred. It's hatred. And what I don't understand is she wants to advocate for the person that she supports and she mods for, and it's okay because everything affects his mental health, right? But yet she has no idea what she's done to mine. And now you guys may sit here and think that, oh, Shannon's this tough cookie and she's this and she's that, but this ain't about nobody but this situation. So before y'all all come in here, and also there's another account of Nosy Neighbor. This Nosy Neighbor person has also made an account on me as well. You guys are all aware about that account. And Stephanie, I just want to share a few things.
Well, hold on. I absolutely will
Okay.
not unblock. Please, no.
Now-
I will not.
Can I say something real quick, Shannon, before you show that? It's
Yeah.
fast. So last night I was added continuously in the chat when I was up here in the box by Dana. Now I don't know Dana. Okay? I don't know her. And because you and Not the One had that conversation the other day, I was playing mediator because I was trying to have people not yell over each other. Okay? Now, can we all just say that was not my live? And it was not, I did not say anything about, if you speak on her or if she speaks on you, because I kept getting attacked because apparently it was my live, and apparently I said something about you not speaking on her and her not speaking on you. But it wasn't my live, it was Steph's live.
And
And I
I
kept
just,
saying that
right,
to her.
right. And I just want to pick this. Gloria, I don't even know you. I've never spoken to you. I've never spoke on you. But here in your bio, you want to talk about mental health and you want to talk about schmuicide and you want to talk about keep fighting, right? I've never done anything to you. I don't even know who you are. But you are posting these types of videos about me, but yet you want to sit here and advocate for mental health and schmuicide and telling people to keep fighting, right? But yet you want to post this type of stuff.
But that's all I wanted to say. It was not my live, it was Steph's live. And I was just trying to be a neutral ground to mediate between people talking, which I will do and hop in the box if I have to and start yelling and telling people to calm the fuck down. But, anyways, I'm going back down. You can continue on. Sorry.
So, once again, I don't know this Gloria chick, right? Don't know her, never spoken to her, never had a conversation with her. Not knowing it, yeah. Y'all can sit there and say it's a bird, right? Which it's whatever. I've made memes on people, whatever. That's fine. But she's also made videos of putting my face on her face. Here's another one. Hold on.
Gloria, would you like to come into a box?
Now, you can't really see the picture, but on the other side of the picture, there's a picture of my face with my shingles on my face. Okay? Now you're over out here making videos, all this stuff, calling me a snake and stuff. And you can sit there and take pictures of me with shingles on my face. And you can sit there and mock my looks and make fun of my looks. But yet you want to have something in your bio talking about schmuicide and things like that. It doesn't matter, Gloria. You're a part of the problem. You're part of the problem. Hold, please.
Well, I guess Shannon's going to show all the pictures. That's fine.
Also, this is Dana Dana. After we had the conversation the other day, Dana Dana is in the box calling me bedpan and says, you know you want to talk about Mikey. Let's go.
Somebody turn the
Okay.
comments off.
Y'all want to turn the comments off for a second, right?
Yeah. Hold on, I might be able to do it. Comments. There you go.
So once again, this is after our conversation that I had with Dana. This is actually after I apologized to Dana. This is actually after I spoke to Mikey as well. She has made it clear that there is no truth, that she's never going to let it go, ever. All right, hold please. Here's another one. Telling her, come on, Dora. Make her talk about Mikey. Make her cry. Ha ha ha. Here's another one.
You may not be able to read that one.
Which one?
The one you just showed.
Give me a second here.
Okay.
Deadpan, you need to shut the fuck up. This was actually today, by the way. This was on one of, I believe, Retina's photos or videos.
I just want to say this. You can turn the comments back on. I just want to say this. Oh, sorry, Shannon. I thought you were done.
Oh, no, I'm not done. Here's another video of Dana posting a video that I made of when I was upset because people were mocking my attempt. And she made a video about it. Of me crying. So someone who's already been down on the outs and everything else, right? This is what Dana chooses to do. Hold on.
No, this is not okay. It's not okay. I don't care what somebody's done to you. This is not okay. Don't do shit like this.
Video was of January 20th, 2025, and of her live. She said she broke the bottom of her tailbone and fractured her hip. Actually, Dana, I didn't fracture my hip. Actually, I damaged my L4 and my L5. So once again, you're out here spreading false information. I did actually have a fall, and I was out of work for quite a bit of time. I actually wasn't able to go back doing what I was actually doing because I can no longer lift people because I am still currently doing physical therapy. It's like another lie. Well, you're out here spreading lies because number one, I never said I fractured my hip. I actually rotated my hip and they had to put it back in place. Okay. Hold, please.
Let me turn the comments back on.
This is Skittles. Skittles also has a page, right? Skittles has, this is what they post. Now, I don't even know what Skittles looks like. I've never seen Skittles' face. No clue. Don't even know who the woman is other than a voice behind the thing, right? But they're mad because, me and Mikey have gone at it, right? We've had our back and forth. And as you can see, Skittles is using a picture of me as her profile picture, the same thing as Dana is using of me as well.
Yep. We saw that last night.
Right. The truth is these women don't want resolution, right? They don't. They don't want resolution. They want to keep it going. They want to keep the bullying and the bantering and the back and forth. Yes, have I gotten frustrated at Dana and have I popped off? Absolutely. Have I gone to this extent? Absolutely the fuck not. But you guys want to sit there. You have mocked my attempt several times, Dana. But yet when I get into the box, I'm going to be held accountable, right? Everybody wanted to pick me apart. But I feel like you get a free pass. You get a free pass on it. And it's because you sit over there with certain individuals, so it's not a big deal when you do it. And you guys can sit there and say, block them and move on. Dana literally said that she was going to follow me under her sneaky account and basically stalk me, which she has. And she actually reached out to me under a sneaky account, pretending like she was trying to be nice because she wanted me to go over in a live that Kendra was holding so they could all rip me apart. But that was actually Dana's sneaky account.
We're not speaking on Andrew. We're not speaking on anybody. We are speaking on the issue with Dana and Shannon. That's what we're speaking on right now.
Yep.
We're not speaking on any other issue
And what I really don't get is Queenie came into my box and told me that Dana was a God-fearing woman and was a sweet, kind soul and, talked about God and, spread the word of God and all these things, right? Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know about you, but, if you're 54 years old and you say that you're some God-fearing woman that believes in God and you're all about this and that, well, apparently your actions say otherwise. Okay, I don't come on here and try to make myself something that I'm not. Make myself something that I'm not. I don't go and make sneaky accounts. I don't go and make hate pages on people. I don't go in every chat and every comment and make sure that I make a comment about Dana every time. But she sure wants to make it a point to do it about me. And the same thing with Skittles. And Skittles is the same way. But they both don't care. They both literally have admitted, Dana admitted in Smashley's live, there's no truth. She's never going to stop. She's going to continue what she's doing. She does not give a fuck.
But why? Why are we still doing this? I mean, what is her personal vendetta against Shannon that we can come to a positive resolution on?
Because she can't let shit go.
And
Because she can't let shit go. But yet I am supposed to get in a box. And I'm supposed to be held accountable for all the shit that I've done and all the shit talk that I've done, right? I need to get into the box and I need to have those hard conversations. And it's always Shannon. And everybody else is the victim. But yet they don't ever get called out for their behavior and the shit that they do, right? It's always Shannon's fault. I don't go out and just maliciously attack people to attack people. It's because people keep poking at me and I finally snap. And then when I do pop all the way the fuck off, I'm the problem, right? But yet I can still get into a box and I can still have a conversation with Retina. I can still have a conversation with Monster. And even though they have done and said some things about me, with Monster, and even though they have done and said some things about me, do I get an apology? Do they ever say, well, you know what, I'm sorry too. I'm sorry that I did it. You know what, let's just all do better. No, it's always Shannon. It's
well,
always my fault, right? But y'all don't ever get it's whatever. But I know that at least I have a heart. At least I can come up here and you guys can say, oh, Shannon, you're on your 347,000th apology tour. Well, at least I'm woman enough to get in a box and to admit if I hurt someone's feelings and come in here and say that I'm sorry. At least I'm not bougie. I'm not a runner and a track star.
well, let's keep the focus on Dana.
Well, all I'm just saying, Stephanie, is that's my point. Everybody else wants to sit here and cry victim, but they never want to, like Dana. Dana acts like she didn't play a part and she hasn't played a part. Her spewing false information, telling everybody that I have an assault charge on my record, all because of a story that I told. Now she's out here telling people I have assault charges on my record. Are you kidding me?
Has anybody tried to share this to Dana? Because I would really like to get to the bottom of it. I really would. Speaking on somebody's intent is, that's not okay.
Oh, and asking me to show records. They want proof. They wanted me to show documents. Yes, ma'am.
I don't feel like that's appropriate for the internet. So,
But like I said, everybody wants to sit here and talk about all the shit that I've done, but nobody ever wants to call them out on the shit that they've done, right?
why would you ask for somebody's hospital bracelet? That's
Oh,
that's
they
crazy
wanted,
to
yeah,
me.
they
To me.
wanted, yeah, And it was all because when I was at the hospital, I still had my cell phone, and they were trying to break apart the whole situation from start to fucking finish, you know. But like I said, it doesn't matter because it's me. So it's because of the mutual hate that people have for me. It's acceptable for her to continue to do it, right?
No, it's not. It's not acceptable at all.
Wait, to come in and antagonize me in every live that I'm in? She did it in Jana's live the other day. She came in, her and Skittles came in Jana's live and were antagonizing me in Jana's live.
Yeah. And at some point that should be shut down.
Yeah, well, didn't you say she came in your live last night and tried to start the shit too?
She did. And I witnessed that. I saw that. Yes, she absolutely did. She was calling her bedpan. You know, I don't care what field you're in, where you work or what you do, but if a person in need needs their ass wiped, I'm sorry, but I'm going to wipe that ass for them. And if that makes me a bedpan, then fucking so be it. I'm going to be a bedpan.
Hey, y'all. Okay.
Hey,
No, Queenie, this ain't about you. Sorry, Stephanie, this ain't about Queenie. It ain't about Queenie. She has put her 2 cents in on this situation. I do not care. This is not about Queenie. Plain and simple. I'm not going to have somebody come in here try to play the fucking middleman. Not going to fucking do it. Queenie, you need to stop interjecting yourself into situations that you have no business being in. Period.
Well, now wait a minute, because you did bring her up. You can't be up in here just talking about people and what they've said and done, and not just like let her speak on what you've said
Well,
she's
she has
done.
because there's always an excuse, Rissa.
I
There's
mean,
always
but if we're gonna be equal
Brought
across the
up.
board,
Yeah.
yeah, let's hold on now. Shannon, you did say Queenie. And
well, I did because they condone her behavior.
yeah, so let's get her explanation, or let's get her understanding. Y'all don't drop anybody from the boxes. Queenie, if you'll
going
request,
back where I
please.
was.
Ain't nobody saying that I'm innocent, Queenie, and I've never not said that I was innocent, and I have admitted every role that I have played.
I'm gonna talk to you because
Yeah.
let me just talk to you, okay? So there have been things like Timu Barbie and putting a baboon's behind up against her face and calling her baboon lips.
Absolutely.
There have been doxing. There have been doing things, and she has not. You're
Doxing.
making it
I've
like,
never
oh,
doxed. I've never doxed Dana. Never doxed. I don't even
Can
know
I
Dana.
talk to Leather? Can I talk to Leather, please?
You
Be
absolutely
quiet.
can.
Okay. So you're making it like, oh, she's making videos right now about you. You have not stopped talking about her since that night that she came in there. She has not stopped. It's been constant in Megan's and everywhere else. She's been constantly saying something, but you want it to stop.
Because she's
And
antagonizing me, Queenie.
they're not posting at this time.
Nope,
You
but she's in
not
chats and
even
she's
12
commented.
hours.
Nope.
Not even
Queenie, you don't get to say that because she's
not even 12 hours later
nope.
having
And
whole
she's
lives.
nope. Not even
Okay,
after
well,
that live. Nope, not even
you
after
get
that
out, you
live,
put out
Queenie. She
what
came
you
in
receive.
antagonizing me.
Shannon, hold
You
on just a
receive
minute.
what you get. You receive what you put out, and you're not innocent. So for to say, oh, she just and you're not innocent. So for to say, oh, she just won't leave me alone. No, you did some pretty vicious things that you don't even want to hear about. Because when I came to you and asked you to at least listen, and you got to take it, you can't just say I give a blanket apology and think that it's going to go away. That's not how it works. That's just not how an apology works. There's no, I did apologize, but she's still doing this. No, but doesn't belong in the sentence. But that blanket apology that keeps getting given and then expect people to sit up here and be like, yeah, I'm going to leave you alone. No, that's not how that works. So it's going to continue to happen. And not even 12 hours later, if you put a baboon's behind next to my picture, how you think I'm going to react? You think I'm really going to let it go with you? Not even 12 hours later, after I'm having a conversation with you, you're still dragging me.
So, Queenie, did she, after the live was held, where she said she was not speaking on them anymore, and I think that's what 3-4 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's happened since then. Is that what you're saying?
No, yes, not even 12 hours later. But what I'm saying is, remember when I was in there and she was in the comments but I was told that they had a conversation and they came to agreement. Then when she came in the comments, I said to her, I said, well, it sounds like y'all didn't talk about nothing because there's no way she'd still be in the comments if y'all had a conversation. No, it was one of those blanket apologies. You don't really want to hear it. They got dropped and they came in hot and they got dropped. So they really weren't even allowed to speak. It was like either apologize or go away. And then, Shannon's apology was just a blanket apology. It wasn't no apology.
You can think it's a blanket apology,
I listened
Queenie,
to
but
it.
you once again you were interjecting
I
yourself
listened
that
to it.
you are not involved in.
And
You have
and
been
I'm
in it from the beginning.
I'm the one that
And you're
came to
only
you.
writing for Dana because you think
I
what she
came
does
to
is
you.
acceptable.
I mean, I don't think both going back and forth was acceptable, or I would have never came and talked to you. But I'm
You
saying
think her mocking my attempt?
if
You
you
think her
wanted to
mocking
keep
my
going,
attempt? You think mocking my attempt? You think
how many
baboon lip?
so how many people said something about your attempt? Are you up here talking about them? No. What, are you scared of them or something?
Nope, because Dana's the only one that keeps bringing it up.
No, she's not.
Oh
But
yes, she
Shannon,
is.
hold on,
No, she's
Shannon.
not.
Shannon, I asked you today, have you spoke on her
Yes.
since my live? And
Since
you
she's
told me no.
since
Yes,
she's
she
been
has.
antagonized,
Yes, she has. She has not
could you
stopped.
please mute her, or I'm gonna
I'm
fucking
gonna be
drop
quiet.
Stephanie.
I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead.
Stephanie, the only time I've been talking about Dana is the fact that she has come in and she's been antagonizing me, and we have spoken about her antagonizing me, and everybody says she's never gonna stop. She's never gonna stop. Have I addressed that she keeps antagonizing me? Abso-fucking-lutely. When y'all were in the box last night and y'all were talking about what's his face, I said I'm not going to speak on it. I'm not going to talk about it. TV producer was up here.
Can I
Okay,
ask a genuine
Dana
question
Dana's
though?
not going to fucking quit because she doesn't want it to fucking quit. You guys want to say it's a blanket apology? Well, guess what, Queenie? I've never even gotten a fucking apology either.
Can I ask a genuine question? When you respond, what's the expectation of the response at this point? If you're saying that you're responding to her talking about you, what is the expectation when you respond? What do you expect to happen after you say something?
Honestly, you know what I would love? You know what I would love? I would love for Dana to find somebody else other than me
But
to
do
speak
you
on.
expect her to move on after you're sitting there saying something about her?
Absolutely, when I'm telling her she needs to quit antagonizing me, Mallory. Absolutely.
But is
Okay,
that getting you
I'm about
anywhere?
to go because it's not
Hold
like
on,
you're just
Queenie.
saying
No.
stop.
Hold on.
She's not just saying stop. I've been listening to you
No,
this
I
whole
know. I'm
time.
saying, like,
So
if you're going to, like, if your goal is to get Dana to stop, you're antagonizing the situation every time you're bringing it up. And I've been there. Trust me. I know the situation. I get it. Like, where you want to respond, you want to pop off, but you have to ask yourself, if I say this, what's the likely outcome going to be? Is Dana going to leave me alone, or is she going to come back and she going to say something? And if the goal is you want her to stop, you have to stop. And it sucks because
But see,
you'll,
Mallory, here's the thing. But when she's in the
thank you, Leather.
chat,
I'm about to
Queenie,
go
I
because
really, Stephanie, I
I'm just
cannot deal
leaving.
with this.
I'm
Could you
leaving.
stop?
Listen, hold the fuck on. Hold on. We're either going to talk, let each other talk, and be fucking responsible adults, or this shit ain't going to go anywhere. Knock it off.
This has
I'm
nothing
just
to do
saying
with
I'm about to
Queenie.
go.
This
There's
has to do
no,
with Dana.
and that's why I'm telling you
If
I'm about
Queen
to
E,
go. That's all
you
I'm saying.
you spoke
Um,
on Queen E. She
she
has a
did.
right to give an explanation of why you were saying her name, Shannon. She has that right. We are all fucking adults. Let her speak, and then you can respond. Period. And we can do this as an adult.
Well, because
It's
she's a
not
Dana
gonna
fan.
it's not but see that's the problem. You're mad at me because I'm a fan of somebody else. You can't sit up here and be, I wasn't mad at you for what your friend did, but you keep bringing me up and I ain't said shit about you. Nothing.
Well, you're the one that still
You
gives her
spoke on this.
excuses.
You spoke on the situation and you're still living in an excuse because you're not stopping, but you want it to stop. So I'm just saying, it's not gonna stop. As long as you keep going, it's gonna go. And I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna go. And I'm not even gonna try. I'm the one that got up there and even started your apology tour. And you didn't even fall into that. You went straight back into mess. I don't want to be in the middle of this. But what I'm telling you is, you don't stop, it's gonna keep going. You didn't even wait 12 hours. Y'all had a whole 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hour lives. And in the whole time, you've done things that aren't right either. You haven't been right either. But I'm about to go, Leather. I appreciate it. I heard my name, and of course I'm coming. I'm coming. But I mean, at the same time, just listening to it, it's like, I mean, some people like drama. Some people do. But Shannon, I feel like you're one of those people because it has not stopped.
Well, you like to interject yourself in situations that don't even
You
include
just
you.
said my
Stephanie.
name.
Well, because you interject yourself in situations that don't even include you. So,
She did come up here being respectful, though, so I do think that needs to be honored.
well, Mallory, she does. She has interjected herself just like she did with the Crystal
You
situation,
wouldn't.
just like she is with Dana's situation.
No, Crystal came to me, and have you heard me even mention that? So there you go, spewing those lies. You don't know what Crystal was saying to me on the back end, but you're mentioning my name. Don't mention my name. If you want your beef to stay over there, leave it over there. Because if you mention my name, I'm gonna come. I am.
Could we get Dana in here to have a
No,
civilized
they're not. I don't feel like that's even gonna happen, because the last time that they had tried to even have a conversation, she didn't even. She just either apologize or go. Her and Skittles both. So I mean, if she would have been able to get it out that night when I guess Mikey apologized, if she would have been able to get it out and said, "Hey," I mean, if she would have been able to get it out that night when I guess Mikey apologized, if she would have been able to get it out and said, "Hey, you offended me by doing this, and this," there would be no excuse for her to still go. But it was one of those, when I tried to talk to Shannon about it and explain, like, "Hey, you can't just give a blanket apology. You put her face next to a baboon's behind, lady." Like, in certain places here on TikTok, they would do way more than that. They would do way worse to you than what she's saying, and then using your words against you. I understand that you don't like the videos, but if you don't want it to stop, it's gonna keep going. If you really do, then you'd stop.
Yep,
That's
it goes
all I'm
both ways,
saying.
Queenie.
But
Goes
I
both
don't
ways.
think Dana is gonna. I don't think Dana's gonna come in here and have a conversation. I really don't. I think it's way past that point, because I mean, it's one of those things. It you're not gonna stop, and I
Yeah,
get
please,
that.
But Stephanie, can we let
You don't
I'm
want me
done
in it,
talking to
leave
Queenie.
me out of it,
I'm done.
okay?
I,
All
I
right?
have nothing left to
Just, if
say.
you don't want me in it, just leave me out of it, all right?
Well, then you stay out of it.
I mean, you mentioned.
Well, no, we're not gonna do that. Like,
No, we're not. Y'all
Remember,
stop
she got
that.
mentioned.
Stop it. Stop it.
How about y'all get people up here that have witnessed all the things that have happened to me, right? You guys want to just sit here and say that
no.
I've done this to Dana, and I've done this to Dana. Where's my apology, Stephanie?
The problem is like, we're here because you want to talk about this stuff, but we have to talk about it all. We can't just have one side of it.
Well, it's not just one-sided, Mallory, and I know it's not one-sided, but at least I've been up here in the box. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Did I make fun of her lips? Did I call her Timu Barbie? But it's all because she mocks my attempt, and she continues to do it.
Okay, give me 1 second. We're not gonna do this shit like last night. We're not gonna just start fucking muting people when they're fucking speaking. We're gonna talk civilly, one at a time. And if Queenie's gonna talk, then Shannon's gonna mute. If Shannon's gonna talk, Queenie can mute. We're not doing this. It's fucking outrageous right now. Okay, I'm getting real fucking irritated with constantly whoever's modding is muting every fucking person that they don't like. It's not okay. Anyways, I would really like if Dana came in here, because she also said some stuff about me yesterday in the live in the comments, and I would really like for her to come in here. And I feel like this is a conversation
I think it could be held.
to have.
Honest
Yes. No, it's not an awareness. Okay, now I'm getting pissed off. It's not an awareness on
Read the
Shannon.
comments.
It's not an awareness. I didn't say anything about Shannon doing anything wrong at this I'm saying everybody is being an asshole right now. Okay? Everyone. Everyone. The muting people for no fucking reason is outrageous. I'm getting down before I crash the fuck out.
I know,
Okay.
Moonflower. You're good.
Hey, can I have a minute?
Yes, ma'am, you sure can.
Just curious. Didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're
I
good.
just wanted to throw my 2 cents on this because, I mean, pretty much all sides hate me at this point, and I could give two fucks. Sides hate me at this point, and I could give two fucks. But they're absolutely right, Shannon. If you're gonna talk on somebody, can you please mute while I talk? If you're gonna talk on somebody, they absolutely have the right to come up and defend themselves, 100%. If you're gonna keep bringing it up, and again, the millionth fucking apology to her from Ms. Shannon over here just reiterates it because we're all expecting you to just go back and start talking again. Look, do you know what did happen? I apologize to Mallory. Mallory and I are not friends. However, the one thing I have not done is talk shit on Mallory since I apologize. At all. Same with Rissa. That's what happens when you apologize. You just fucking let that shit go, and you just run with that shit. You don't fucking keep bringing up shit and keep talking about shit, and then expecting people to not talk on you when you come in for your millionth fucking apology tour.
She's not apologizing. We're trying to find a common ground to where this can just stop between the two of them, because obviously it's affecting a lot of people, and we're just trying to find a common ground.
I love how
Apologize, and then
everybody
she
up here
talks
who
more.
has a mutual
Then she
fucking
went
hate for me
crazy.
is up here getting a box. Why doesn't Stacky
And then
get
she
up
went
here?
crazy again and talked some more and then apologized again. What adults do is they apologize and then they just fucking let it be. That's what Mallory and I did.
Can I just say, I don't hate you, Sunshine. Like, just so you know, like, we don't have to be friends, but I don't hate you. I just felt like that needed to be said.
You know, like, we
I want people in the box that are gonna
did
be
have a
supportive of
very
me.
turmoil, like,
That's who I want in the box. I don't know Miss Sunshine, and honestly, I could get.
of course you want people in the box that are going to be supportive of you.
Absolutely, because they've seen me being put through the ringer through this fucking shit. So absolutely.
Okay, can I ask a question?
I mean,
Can I ask a question?
I've seen you put other people through the ringer as well.
Can I ask a
They need
question?
to hold each other accountable. Like, they both need to be held accountable for their actions. And it seems here it's, everybody's holding Shannon accountable. I was not aware of a live that, and Shannon, I will say to you publicly, I wish you would have told me this, but I was not aware of the live that was held 12 hours later after everybody decided they're not going to speak on anybody anymore. But here we are.
Absolutely. Me talking about her, me talking about her antagonizing me. Absolutely, because she wants to keep it going, and everybody knows that she wants to keep it going. Anyway, Stacky, you go ahead and say what you need to say, hon.
The one thing, I mean, I'm not protecting anybody. The one thing that keeps going is her coming into lives where Shannon is and making smart comments, antagonizing her, and then going into other people's lives and making comments. Yeah, Shannon's going to defend herself because you're talking about her. So if Dana starts it, Shannon's just following.
Realizes that Shannon does it too. It's a two-way street with them.
It's exactly
It
what
really
I just
is.
said. Did I not?
And I have no qualms against Dana or Shannon at all. But I see it, I watch it, I hear it.
I see it. I hear it too. I could be in Shannon's live. We're laughing, giggling, and then all of a sudden somebody comes in on a sneaky, and it's Dana with a smart ass comment. So yeah, we're gonna react.
But that's the thing, just
It's
mute it.
non-
block
Days
it,
it's going to be
and don't
Shannon going into
respond.
somebody else's life. That's what I'm saying, though. It doesn't ever stop. Like, what I was trying to say is, I apologize to Mallory, and then I quit fucking talking on her completely. Absolutely. I apologize to Rissa. I quit talking on Rissa completely. That's where it's got to fucking stop. It's going to keep continuing.
Okay, Shannon.
I mean,
did apologize
bad
to
Wi-Fi.
Dana.
Not the one.
Shannon did apologize to Dana
I didn't
Dana.
have to apologize to Dana Dana because I never did shit to Shannon or Dana Dana. I'm just saying, I'm just letting y'all know what I see. And while everybody collectively dislikes me, that's my opinion, and I'm gonna drop with.
Well,
But
I,
when
I did
Shannon
want to
does
point.
apologize,
I do want to say this for 1 second. I had beef with Smashley months ago, like months ago. She and I came to a common ground where I didn't speak on her, she didn't speak on me, and we would just go on about our business. And we have done just that. And we've had no issues whatsoever. And she's in the chat right now. I agreed. I will not say anything else about you. And she said the same thing. And it was over with. So
But can I ask you, Stephanie? Do you remember the uproar last night when Ratina came up here and told her story, and Monster came up here and told her story, and there was the outrage of their attempts being spoken on, but yet Dana has been mocking mine, continues to mock mine,
it's not about
and
Ratina or Monster though. It's about
but what I'm saying is it's the double standard, right? It's double standard, right? If it affects them, then they're hurt and they're whatever, right? But yet you guys can go and sit there and make comments under a video that she posted of me. It's all cute and funny, right?
nobody's attempt
It don't
being
matter 'cause
ever
it's
talked
your
about.
mu-
Nobody.
Hey, Stephanie.
But
Stephanie, if you're a moderator in here, do not block, do not mute nobody, please. I think this is going to go the right way, but you have to let everybody speak. As long as nobody speaks over each other, I think it's okay. But the moderators in here, if don't mute nobody. I think Stephanie is able to get it under control without muting everybody.
right.
You know why it's not going to be under control, Zaddy? And I'm going to tell you why. Because everybody wants to sit here and they want to go go backwards, right? They always want to go backwards,
But
right?
I think that we're all adults,
They
and
always
I
say,
think
right,
everybody can talk.
right.
I mean,
But how many people, like I said, my beef with Dana has been my beef with Dana, right? But how many of you individuals have interjected yourself into the situation, interject yourself into situations that had nothing to pertain to you, and y'all want to put your 2 cents on it, right? But once again, like I told Stacky, y'all can sit here and say my 311th fucking apology tour, but I'll tell you what, at least I can get up here and I can sit here and I can own my shit, unlike some of y'all, because some of y'all y'all don't want to say you're sorry, or y'all don't want to apologize, because I guarantee you, because you think you're going to look weak if you do it. Because some of y'all aren't big enough to say that you're sorry, because you want to keep the shit fucking going because it's fun for you guys.
But I think we're
Can I
here.
ask
We're
a
trying to
question
have a
really quick?
conversation about this.
Can I ask a question really quick?
Yes.
Okay. So Shannon, my understanding, and let me say it before you correct me. My understanding is you wanted to come on the live today to address Dana and this ongoing back and forth and the supposed truce that was supposed to happen, and hash it out
Absolutely.
with Dana, right? Okay.
Right.
So what is the need or the want or the purpose of having people come up here to support you and say all the lovely things about you? Like, shouldn't all, like, don't, why are we bringing anybody else into it?
It-
Don't drop Queen E's name. Let's talk about Shannon, what Shannon has done to Dana, what Dana has done to Shannon, and let's get Dana in the box so Shannon and Dana can talk about it, and then it can just go from there. But the need and the want to have 87 other people up here, because you said, well, where's my support system? Well, it's not
No,
a
I'm
praise
talking about,
Shannon moment,
about
right?
my
Hold on a
support
second.
system.
We're not here for,
This is
but
about
I
people that
asked,
have
I'm
witnessed this
trying to
happening.
ask you,
This is
are we here to hash it out with Dana, or are we here so Shannon can vent and then people can come up here and show support for Shannon?
I think the real
No, this is people coming up here to say that they've been
No, I'm
witnessing
I'm
this
asking you,
going
what do
on
you
for
want?
months and months.
What would you like to get out of today? Do you want to go back and forth and get it out, hash it out with Dana, or do you want to vent and have your support system come up here and support you?
Well, I want people to come up here and realize that they have also seen this continue to
So
fucking happen.
you don't
That
want to
I'm
have
is
it
not
out with
the
being.
Dana.
overall end goal of this live for you to get an apology from Dana and like everybody look at Dana sideways, or is it to
No,
find a
I don't need an apology
resolution?
from somebody. I don't know. I don't want an apology from Dana if it's not going to be sincere, right? And Queenie can sit here and
Well,
say
no,
that it's a
leave
blanket
Queenie out of it. Leave
apology.
Queen. No, okay. Yep.
I'm just giving an
But we want
example.
to get to the
You guys
point
want to
of
sit
it,
here
right?
and
Because we're going to go in a
somebody
circle
can sit here.
all night long. Do
Okay,
you want to have it
Jana,
out with
here's my
Dana?
thing. I'm going to go on live on Jana's platform. You guys
No,
can come
you
over
can.
there because it's going to be more controlled.
It's
Thank
going to
you.
be more control. Okay, Steph. Like, bottom line was, she didn't want to have it out with Dana. She didn't want to hash it out with Dana. She didn't want to get to a resolution and see if Dana will hear her out and maybe they could apologize to each other. Shannon wanted to come up here and vent and have everybody praise Shannon
Bernadette, get
and
the
No,
say
fuck
she
we
out of
did.
here.
support
No,
I,
no,
you.
I
she
don't
did
have the
not, Rissa.
patience.
That's
No,
that's what
no,
I'm
she did
getting
Patience,
from.
not.
I
Jackie. That
tried to
was
ask.
Okay,
that was
I don't
the
know
no.
how
goal.
many other
She
ways
has
For
to
tried
God's
ask
over
her
and
though.
sakes. One
over.
at a time.
I
One at a
asked
fucking
her,
time.
sorry, but like legit, I was asking her, do you want to have the chance to go with Dana and hash this out, or do you just want to vent and have people come up and show you support? And she couldn't give us the answer. So at this point, the fuck are we doing? Instead of everybody's gonna be mare all night.
I just,
No,
that's what I
she.
wanted. I just wanted a common ground to where
Yeah.
I will not speak on you, you will not speak on
Right.
me,
But
and we go
Well,
our
Dana.
separate ways and leave each other
I think
alone
the
because
problem
it's
is though is that like at the end of the day, if one of them says the other's name, one of them has to be the bigger person and recognize that like, and that's why I asked the question I did. When you go live and you talk about Dana, what is the end goal? And she says, well, to get her to stop talking about me. Well, that's clearly not working. So at what point do you stop having these lives where you call out Dana every time and recognize that these are the part of the reason why she keeps going at her?
And I don't think Dana's
So when she
interested.
did, oh,
Hold on. Let Stacky go, please, so she can respond. Go ahead,
so
Stacky.
when Shannon was in Stephanie's live and Dana was up in the box and the other one, she refused. She doesn't want it to end, and she said she's going to keep it going. So when Shannon's in other people's lives, other lives, and laughing, singing, doing whatever, it's okay for Dana to come into the comments and make smart ass comments,
no,
taunt
that's
her,
no,
Can
that's
I
trying to
hold
get her
on?
to say.
Can I respond to that? Because I was the one yesterday, Stacky. I'm not yelling, sorry. It's just my tone. I literally was in the comments and I was confronting her, and so was another mod, and she was muted because of the comments that she kept making. So it is controlled when Shannon's in here. The fact is that I've been saying in the comments the whole fucking time that where the fuck is Dana, because this is the whole point, that I'm sitting here trying to have them talk, or just have them figure their shit out. So that's all I'm saying.
Exactly. No, I'm with you 100%. It needs to stop. It's childish.
But I
It's
think everyone
sickening.
also was saying,
Somebody.
sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I just feel like everyone's also, well, not everyone, let me not categorize everyone. But I'm just saying, I feel like it's just getting, it's like a whirlwind of things, because there's also people being muted in the chat. There's also the fact that people are hopping in the box and their names are being dropped, so they're not able to speak. Like, there's Queenie only came up here because her name was dropped like 2-3 times, so she wanted to respond. And I feel like if we're gonna name drop people, they should be able to come in here and they should be able to respond to something that was said. Now that goes for Shannon dropping it or anyone else dropping it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's a fair trade-off. So I'm not mad at Shannon. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just saying like we were trying to have this, but the fact is that Jana also has been muting everybody in the fucking comments, and I've been saying and yelling, stop muting fucking people in these
And
comments.
that was the reason why I unmodded her, because I feel like people, they can say what they need to say and whatever. But
But I'm with you 100%, Stephanie. Everybody has a voice. Everybody needs to be able to speak. I understand that. But it's just, I mean, it's like every day. There's a taunt.
Yeah,
And
but the second that
never
it's
gonna
not
end.
going Shannon's way, she like runs and everybody's against her.
I wouldn't say that,
I
Mallory.
wouldn't say that, Mallory. I wouldn't say that at all. Believe me. I know another side of Shannon that you guys don't know, and that's not a true statement.
And I think
That's
we
oh,
just
go
need a
ahead.
common
Sorry.
ground, to hash it out. But apparently that's not going to happen over here, and that's fine. I mean, whatever.
Can I say something real quick?
You can.
So listen, the last time Shannon went on an apology, she said her apologies. 2 weeks later, she came back and they dragged everybody on our side for 8 hours. I've never said anything negative about Shannon, nothing. She called me a few choice words, which is fine. Like, those are her opinions of me. That's her problem, not a my problem, right? But I think if Shannon really wants it to stop, she has to stop it herself. And that night that they made a truce, a supposed truce, right? Shannon didn't say sorry, but she wanted Dana to say sorry. It's not going to stop if 12 hours later you post a meme of a monkey's butthole and say it's, Dana. And I think that, listen, the problem is people want to talk about people, but then they block them from their live and they don't let them in the live to defend themselves or fix the narrative of what they're trying to portray. It's all the way around.
Yeah, I agree, Malibu. I do. I agree 100%.
And I can bet you $10 she's over there right now talking about everybody who came in the box, talking about Dana, because that's what Shannon does. She doesn't. Somebody said it earlier. Some people like drama. I don't really think she wants it to stop. She wants it to stop if it's affecting her, like, she gets butt hurt over something. But she doesn't want to stop doing it to other people. So you can't expect people to not do it to you if you're not going to stop doing it to them.
I agree. I agree 100%. And when Shannon says she has not said nothing,
Hold on, Grana. I, I don't know if who you're saying that to. That's what you all do, to be for real. You can go on my profile. There is not one video of anybody on either side. You can pick out any video, any YouTube video, and listen to me talk. I have never called anybody out of their name. I've addressed things when they've said things about me, but I don't call people names. I don't fat shame people. I don't short shame people. I don't do any of that. But my name gets brought up, and it is what it is. I laugh about it because how I look at it, that's just how they perceive me. That's not who I am, and that's their problem, not a me problem. So when you say you all, that's a blanket statement. You should be a little bit more specific on what you're like. Because just because people sit with people that do that doesn't mean that they do that.
well, can I just say also that, Dana, if you are listening to me and you can hear me, if you are going on her platform under, fictitious names and taunting her and all that stuff, will you please stop? And I'm going to talk to Shannon, and I'm just stop talking about each other. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, me and Smashley made it. I mean, it was over with, done 5 minutes later, and no, we have not spoke on each other. It's very simple to do. So please just leave each other alone and just stop with all that. Nobody on TikTok should ever question anybody's attempt, ever. If it happened, if it didn't happen, it doesn't matter. Don't question it. It's not anybody's
Well,
business.
that's one thing Dana said in a live. The only way she'll stop if she sees proof of Shannon's unaliving paperwork. And I was there.
To address the thing that you're right, Stephanie. Nobody should ever question somebody's attempt because that it's really nobody's business.
Right.
But it became people's business when Shannon brought it here, and then later texts were shared with Dana showing information that made it questionable. So it's not like she just, oh, I'm going to question her attempt. No, she got information that was like, hey, this is questionable. So like, just prove it wrong. She didn't just like, oh, I'm going to question her attempt. And it was somebody that Shannon was very close with. And so it wasn't like she just pulled it out of the air and said, oh, I'm going to question Shannon's attempt. And even though it's wrong, she just clearly was like, hey, if what you said in this text message isn't true, then just show that it isn't true. And when you asked Shannon, why would somebody question your attempt? She didn't tell you that. She didn't tell you about the text thread that was shared with somebody she was very close with about how it was questionable.
Why was this information even shared to Dana? That's my first question.
There were
Out of hate.
lives. There were lives where literally people who were friends with Shannon that Shannon had kind of cut out and hurt in the process of it. They all went live and they basically said, we know she was lying about that because she had gone around, she had blamed me, she had blamed Dana, saying it was our fault that she tried to unalive herself. And then she
Megan did it.
ended up cutting some people off. Megan was one of the ones who went live and said Shannon lied about the whole thing, that she had proof of it. And so it's not like Dana randomly came up with this, which was what I was going to try to say to Shannon earlier, was you do have to acknowledge some of the people that were in your life at the time or still in your life were ones being the loudest saying she was lying about it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted Stephanie to understand, because it sounds like she sent select information to Stephanie without saying, well, they're questioning my attempt and here's why, but it's not true and they need to stop. That I wanted that to be I wanted you to know that, Stephanie. And then the other thing that I want to make understood is that with an apology comes changed behavior, or your apology is null and void. So she apologized to Dana with no changed behavior. So why should Dana accept her apology?
Exactly, Bedazzle.
So
Thank you, Stephanie, for letting
I
me
don't
ask.
blame Dana for not accepting her apology. Not one bit. I don't think anybody that she apologized to that the next day, or not even a day, 12 hours later, she was bringing up in a live, taunting herself, taunting them, and now expecting not to be taunted back or her apology to not be accepted. Because every time she has done these apologies, there is no changed behavior. And I'm sorry, but that's like toddler things. You teach your toddler. You make a mistake, you apologize for it, and you don't do it again.
Do we think, though, is it possible that Dana could leave the unaliving part out of it completely? Because she still, let's be honest, she still has a lot to go at Shannon at. But do we think that's something that maybe that could be removed from the equation at any point?
And not brought up all the time?
Because regardless of whether this happened or it didn't happen or whatever, we are not anybody to question that. So, I mean, it's tit for tat, I guess, at this point. But we, as human beings, should not ever question anybody's attempts, no matter if they're true or if they're not. That's very personal.
Yeah,
So,
I agree, and I had said that in the beginning and a few times after.
yeah,
It shouldn't be, and you know, I don't agree with Dana wanting proof. I don't, but I'm just explaining to you why Dana sees that she needs proof.
and
That's
I
all I was
appreciate
doing is
that.
explaining the situation. I personally don't agree with it either because, after all, this is TikTok. Those
Right.
kind of things shouldn't be on this app. And you know, the whole when it did come to the surface, I do remember that Mallory was one of the first to be blamed, and then it went to Dana, and Dana felt horrible. She shut down her app. I mean, she shut down her account. She took down every video of Shannon and everything. And then it came out that it wasn't Dana's fault, and she felt horrible for a very long time. So I mean, that's why I know that it's affecting Dana. So, but I agree. I absolutely
And I
100%
agree
agree.
100%. It shouldn't be discussed. Period. No matter what. And you know, Mikey wanted in my box so bad. Last night where he come in on 257 accounts, but I want to ask him questions, and he's nowhere to be found.
Well,
Well,
probably because he has he has an agreement with Shannon. So, and she was in here, and he probably didn't want to involve himself in it.
And that's another thing I wanted to make a point to as well. He said he would not speak on her if she didn't speak on him, and they've held their agreement. So why can't the other two hold their agreement? That's my question.
I will
So
tell you, just based on like when she did come out and say I was the reason she almost unalived herself, it's a really heavy thing, like behind the scenes, no matter how you act on this app, to have somebody go around and tell people that. I can understand Dana's feelings in having been blamed for it and wanting to like kind of liberate herself from that. I feel like Shannon has kind of said it wasn't anyone's fault at this point, but I just think if that part could be left out, like we all know there's a lot of stuff to drag Shannon over and a lot of things, like she's said and done some really fucked up things. I mean, I still kind of bring up sometimes that she said the thing about bullying 15-year-olds. But
I mean, a lot of people
I
have said a lot of fucked up things to Mal.
yeah,
I'm just pointing it out.
I just at this point, like I just think the unaliving thing, like if Dana could walk away from that one and kind of like move on, I think it would look really well for Dana for a lot of us.
well, Tabby Cat just said because Dana said that she won't until she has the proof. That's not proof that needs to be shown anywhere. I'm sorry. I'm
That's
sensitive
sickening.
to that. That's
Well, that's what I'm saying. Nobody should question someone's attempt, and no one should need proof of something that's not your business. It's not your business. I don't care who you are on what other I can't talk. What side you're on.
right.
It doesn't matter. You don't question someone. Shannon shouldn't feel like she's being questioned. Everyone else should not be feeling like they're being questioned for their stuff. I feel like there's a lot of tit for tat. I feel like a lot of people are being talked about. I feel like I wish Dana would have came in here, and I wish a lot of people would have not been fucking muting so we could have had a conversation. It was a lot of
I'm
bullshit
sorry.
happening, and
No, I think at
it
this
got out of
point the
hand.
meeting isn't it. I just don't think Dana is going to have that conversation with Shannon, and expecting it is really like kind of over the sky hopeful, because I think at this point, like I will say, like Dana and I are not friends. We don't get along exactly, but this isn't just like a couple months. This is literally ever since Shannon kind of made up with Josh and Ida, it's just progressively snowballed into more and more and more. And on a month by month basis, it's you don't talk about me, I won't talk about you. And then a couple weeks later, they're both back into it. And then a couple weeks later, it's good again. And then it's off and it's on and it's on and it's off. And so this isn't like, I think, one thing that's going to be solved in one conversation, but I also don't think that Dana honestly believes much in the conversations anymore. From her perspective, I can see it.
I mean, let's just be real. She's over in her live right now, dragging everybody.
Ugh.
I know, dragging everybody. So again, the change behavior. You don't want people to speak on you, but yet you're going to speak on everybody because a live didn't go the way that you wanted to go. I mean, if that doesn't scream, I'm a 4-year-old stomping my feet, nothing does.
I listen. I tried, and it failed. So I tried. I'm sorry.
You tried, that's all you could do.
Yeah.
But,
So
I mean, it's just proof of the pudding right there. She enjoys the attention, she enjoys the drama, and it's going to continue because that's what she wants it to do. So, you know, she can't complain when somebody posts a video of her. Because
Stacky,
you can hold a live for 8 hours and not let anybody in, and you're going to talk smack about them, but yet you don't expect any repercussions. It don't work that way. That's like
yeah.
going to the store and stealing a bunch of groceries and thinking you're going to go home and eat it. You're going to be able to make it out the door and eat it, but that's not how it works.
Well, I would expect if I went tit for tat, I would expect. I've done it. I've been that immature person. I've done it. I've done it. I own it. I've talked about this person. That person's come back with something. I mean, that's going to continue to happen if you just don't hush. But like severe issues in your life and illnesses and things like that, I just don't think that anybody. Yes, don't bring it to the app. Don't bring it to the app. I've told a couple of my stories, and if somebody shames me for it, so be it. But just don't. If there's too many text messages behind the scenes that goes on that shouldn't, and I'm guilty of that. So I've learned a valuable lesson, and I hope everybody else does too. I was just trying to find a common ground for them too, just to go on about their business, and because it's affecting people, mentally it's affecting people. So that's the only thing I was trying to do here. I was not taking anybody's side. I wasn't
You
trying to do
did a
anything.
good thing. Like, you were trying to
I love
help.
y'all.
Say that because I don't think you
Thank
did
you.
anything wrong.
Honestly,
All right,
Stephanie,
I'm gonna get down because I got a stalker that follows me everywhere I go. So
Okay, Mellow
let
Blue.
me get
Thank you.
down before something happens. I don't
Go
know.
ahead,
Okay,
Stacky.
thanks. Bye.
what I was gonna say, Stephanie, you can try, but I mean, I've been with Shannon for quite a while, and it's gonna be a never ending story. So it will never stop. I'm on actually both sides, and I don't have a problem saying that. So it's a tit for tat, and I guess if we're just gonna have to try to change the scenario or the picture, the surroundings, and just try to get her off that track because that will never ever stop. So
I agree.
because you turn around 1 minute, it's Dana saying something in a comment, or you turn around and there's a video. It's just it's a never ending circle, and we're just gonna have to try to derail her a different solution into a different direction.
Yeah.
And if she's mad at me for that, that's fine. I just don't like seeing people get hurt. I don't like people to see people get talked about. And mostly if something has happened, you don't bring it up and ask for proof.
Do you guys use the muted words in her lives? Because, like, that's one way to get a lot of stuff to stop coming in.
Oh yeah, you should see how long that list is.
And
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm going to end on that note. I tried. I did my best. I'm sure there'll be people that'll be mad, and that's okay. You can be mad at me. But
Thank you, Stephanie, for having me up, hon. You
Thank
guys
you.
have a good night.
I hope there's a resolution to all this.
So, but I appreciate y'all.
Good luck, Stacky.
Thanks.